Real estate is not a cure for a short or medium term gain. It's a long-term process, and you like to make money over the long period of time by creating equity. The most potential revenue is by increasing your income through creating businesses, focus on innovation, focus on creativity. Then you can impact the market. Then you can impact your own revenue. And this is the only way you can make money. Property investment is all about understanding where is the best opportunities for you to create equity or create more money for your future, for your family future, for your wealth. The problem in today's market that it's becoming very trendy in Australia, that most of the companies, property investment companies or wealth creation companies, focus in selling investor product. Investor product usually designed for affordability, not for an occupier. An occupier prepared to live in a nice house that suits to his demand, on his own suburb, in a city, close to the CBD, or even further away. But a real home, mainly houses, or very nice apartment, looking at the view. This is not investor product. And this is actually what we're being sold. Today, in today's market, most of the companies that exist today, not everybody, but most of them, selling a dream, selling a portfolio building. You come inside property investment company, you meet with a seller agent, or you meet with a consultant, you talk about your life, your future, your family future. And at the end of the session, you pull a property out of his sleeves and try to sign you on EOI form to reserve a property with explanation that with this property or a few others, you will create wealth. This is true, basically, but not really accurate for most of the property today, because we deal with investor product. If you focus on a few apartments, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, maybe house and land, small house and land, or a small townhouse, you won't achieve significant wealth unless you know what you're doing. Companies today mainly support developers, support the media, and not support you. Most of the companies don't charge anything. This is a free of charge service. And at the end of the service, you'll be sold. This is another key factor. Why most of the companies sell in Brisbane or Queensland or in Melbourne, not in Sydney? The only reason, because they get high commission in those areas. In Sydney, they get nothing, or 1%, which is not a lot for a business to survive. 6% or 8% is more economic for the business. So you need to be careful for that. This will change your situation in the future. It's all about numbers. This is my point. All about numbers. If you compare a property in Queensland, house and land, $350,000 or $400,000, very affordable, suit for most of the people. And you compare it with Sydney property, maybe a house, maybe a nice apartment in a city that costs 1.2 million. Do you think the property investing in Brisbane, percentage-wise, will have more growth than Sydney? I guess not, because the economic factors. Many people talk about the gap today between Sydney and Brisbane. It is very affordable and the gap is being wider. The gap will be wider. Whatever happened before the mining booms, what happened today? It won't occur again. And we can expect Brisbane to be shifted up. And yes, it will, but it's never going to be economic to what we see in Sydney today. Even if you pay double or triple the value, money-wise, growth-wise, and equity creation will be much efficient in Sydney rather than Brisbane. 4% growth in general, in average in Brisbane, is nice to have. But if you commit the same amount of money, if you have the money in Sydney, which can achieve 12% and 8%, and more than 120% compounding effect in Sydney or in Melbourne, do your math. You can make more money in those areas. The company or the consultant won't tell you that because they have a vast interest in the sale. They want to sell you a product or a property after the end of the session. They want to sign you an EOI form to make a sale. That's it. This is the business model. Everybody adding behind research and get all the third-party research from Urbis, SQM, BIS, etc. But nobody talk about investments. People are nice and friendly and do whatever they can do in order to sell your property. But it's not much sophisticated factors that tell you about investment. You need to understand this new formula, and risk management is very important and critical factor for you to make money. This is a learning curve because most of the market today are selling just products, real estate, but nobody's selling investment. It's very, very crucial to you to understand that if you build your portfolio with a few property that